Oh, haha! I knew there was some kind of lethal in there somewhere. Hello, Snugglebugs. Welcome to today's Hearthstone video. We're coming at you with a little bit of Big Druid. Now, for those who aren't familiar, Big Druid, kind of the purpose, at least in this version, Big Deathrattle Druid, is to get out your hedge maze, use Death Blossom Whomper, or Mass Reveler, or a little combination of the two, to basically cheat out big minions super fast. Like, since we have coin, as an example, we can hedge maze on 3, coin into Death Blossom Whomper on 4. Hope that gives us Stoneborn General right off the hop, or Cecily, so that way when it dies, we'll have Cecily in our hand, and when it dies, Cecily's effect will go off, giving us another super cheap minion to play. So we do have the coin, hedge maze. Kind of a slow start. I don't know if it's worth using Aquatic Form just because we won't draw, but we might be able to use it to sort of force things to stay on the bottom of our deck by picking the top card. Since we have, since that's a good, I think it's worth it. Like, for instance, we want to keep both of these, in my opinion, on the bottom. So we will Chitinous Plating. It'll go to the top. Next turn, we know we're drawing that, right? Like, obviously, we know those other two are going to stay on the bottom, but like this forces things to be one card lower in our deck by putting the plating on the top. Gives us a turn to play. Nice and easy. Boom, bada boom, bada boom. We're against probably like a Riff and Roll, like a Black Rock and the Black Rock Mountain 5-minute spell in the Rifts. Then I Control Warrior of sorts. Did not really want the Neptulon. That's just such a good card, especially to get off the Master Revelers, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. So yeah, on this next turn will be sort of, in my opinion, the ideal turn 3 to turn 4 play, if you either have the coin or Innervate, getting a 6/5 out that draws you a card, and again, in this deck, always has some kind of good death rattle. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. So yeah, here we go. Coin the Death Blossom Whomper. Gives me Stoneborn General, which then I can hedge maze automatically to get myself already an 8/8. So on turn 4, we have a 6/5 that Death Rattle gives me an 8/8, and an 8/8 with Rush. Seems pretty fair. Gonna throw that out there. Okay, so they're gonna take a whole turn and do nothing just to like double up their damage. I guess we may as well Chitin Plating again. Yep, just hit them with our hero power. Now, to be fair, we didn't have that much follow-up, so they had a turn that do nothing. But really just allowed us to get rid of their armor and get them down to a spot where, this is 14. We really don't have any way of lethal on this deck to add that much damage in one go. Sure. What do we do? Part of me is thinking here that we Lunar Eclipse. Well, let's see. We can Lunar Eclipse, Hero Power, Break. Is that worth it just to get bypass? I didn't even realize what they gained 9 armor. Or we could just use the other hedge maze. Get the other Stoneborn General, the Ring General Gunther. There we go. Hero power again. Smack, smack. I mean, don't get me wrong. That amount of armor they just gained off of that was definitely enough to more or less make it so my whole turn was moot. Now we're representing lethal. They could have some big minions, though. I think they gain 9, which more than likely means it's the Trench Stalker, the 9 mana beast. So doubled is going to be a good potential board clear and some damage to my face. So hopefully we get the victory before they get that out. Okay, I thought for a second maybe they had left. Ooh, shoot. That could be huge. Yep. Okay, I thought my minions were big. So, let's see. I'll get an 8 out of that. So if we smack, we hit. Oh, this only does 5. Hit. Oh, wait. Oh, haha! I knew there was some kind of lethal in there somewhere. This took my brain power a little bit longer than it probably should have. If you enjoyed that, like, comment, and subscribe really helps us out. We're very close to 600 here on the channel. Let's go hop into another game. All right, so this time, at least so far, our start doesn't look quite so good. Like, part of me just wants to get rid of the plating as much as it's a 2-drop. We do have Wild Growth and Innervate, so if I can draw into a Death Blossom Whomper... even Mass Reveler, honestly, isn't too bad. Wild Growth on 3 takes me to 5. Innervate will take me up to 6 pretty early. And we're against Blood Death Knight, which actually could be a problem for us, just because they will have enough stuff to keep our board clear. See, we don't want to Innervate Hedge Maze, because we need to save the Innervate for our Mass Reveler. Not to repeat over and over again, but if we did have the Death Blossom Whomper, I probably would have, because then I would have been able to Wild Growth into 5 anyway. Yada, yada, yada. Moving my head around a lot more than normal. Schmack. There is the Death Blossom Whomper. Wah, wah. Whomper. Well, it's Wild Growth. This doesn't draw us the copy, so I still actually think we... how do we want to do that? Because, like, if we Death Blossom Whomper and it doesn't die... kind of want to play this first. To be quite honest with you. Quite honest with us. With myself. Honestly, too. Hedge Maze setting up for next turn and saving that for another play anyway isn't the worst idea. But, here we go. It's fine. I'm probably... I don't know why I didn't hit the 2-4 instead of the 2-3. I guess I was still a little too stuck. A little too focused on the Hedge Maze. Come on. You know you want to trade into it and then make me bring out a Stoneboard General, and then the 2-2 will die. You still leave me with an 8-8. If it doesn't die, we'll just go Hedge Maze, Hedge Maze. Ooh, are you going to kill it? Looks like you're going to kill it. Boop. And saboop. What do you give me? Yes! Really just wish I could rename this card Gunter. Boop. Thank you. Fair enough. Nothing. Oh well. It was a fruit. I kind of don't know. I don't really like the fact I drew it. Ugh, there's my other one. So they're both out of the Reveler. Oh, that's alright. I mean, it's still a good one to have in here. 6-5 that summons an 8-8 with Rish. Especially because if they don't kill it, again, we can double Hedge Maze. Looks like they're not gonna, so far. Unless they're gonna coin the 6 damage lifesteal thing. Or they have another Obliterate. No, but they're gonna heal 10 anyway. It's kind of slow, oddly enough, though, for the plan that I have. Especially because it uses their corpses, so I don't even have to really worry about corpse explosion. Yoop. And yoop. They're still at 35 health, though. Crazy. Drum Circle next turn, even could be alright. Trying to think, without Corpse Explosion, with 6 mana, I mean, I know Death Knight has a lot of stuff. I was going to say Death Strike is a good one. Asphyxiate. Alright. You corrected me. This probably isn't so good. It would still summon... But they might Blood Boil. Let's just... Yeah, never mind. Let's just get it to 10 mana. Put them back down to 34 even after that. Insane, by the way. I know no one really plays Blood Death Knight, or not that much anymore compared to what they do, but I still think it's actually now underrated compared to what it should be. Like, it's unreal how powerful this deck is. To be fair, they kill this, it gives me an 8-8. They don't kill it, and I give myself 2 more 8-8s. So, if that's really what I want, I might save one, just because they do have the ability for board clears and such in Blood Death Knight, so I may not want to like open it wide up to massive removal, but okay. I mean, that's just gonna... I mean, it'll give them some lifesteal, unfortunately, but it'll just trade. That does make me think. Again, it might set me up for Blood Boil, but allows me to go face for 8. Boop. And if they don't do anything... If they do... Well, Blood Boil is not even that strong here. It would only kill 2 things. It would still give me... What would that be? 14, 22 damage on the board. What do they have? Okay, but that's my 8. Sure. That's a pretty good turn, if I do say so myself. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And end. I'm not going to bother, because if they board clear this, I may, you know, I'll just regret it. Right, I might need that. Yep. But again, this gives me 8. Let's see, make sure we don't miss. That's 2, 4, 5. Oh, we do have Weasel. Cool. I didn't almost miss it this time. Oh, Blood Death Knight. I thought you actually you had me scared. Oh man, this deck is honestly a ton of fun. Obviously, it can be reliant on luck if you don't get some of the death rattly stuff out pretty early, but it's fun. I'm a big fan of big minions, so of course choosing it early feels good. I enjoyed it. Hope you did too. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.